then never woke up. This is her Instagram, as y'all can see right up here. I'm taking the next 3 days off. Quita needs rest. Wordstar Hip Hop shows that Quita Cole, owner of QC Kitchen in Nashville, was known for her unstoppable hustle, working 7 days a week with little rest. She told her followers she was finally taking 3 days off to rest. Tragically, she lay down for a nap and unfortunately never woke up. Her passing is a painful reminder that we must protect our health and well-being. Rest in peace, Quita. Rest in peace, Quita. Let me go back to me. I'm sorry. Y'all, this hurts. Um, this hurts. Let me be honest with you, because her body was telling her that she needed to rest. And she responded, unfortunately, probably a little bit too late, and woke up. You all know, if you all are new to the community, majority of the times I take off the entire month of July to rest, to reposition, and oftentimes my team members, some of my staff, and watch this, even when I was in previous companies, it was like, well, hey, do you really need to take that much time off? Or, hey, you're going to lose momentum. Or, hey, you're going to lose money. Hey, you may lose followers. And I don't know why, but I just really felt a tug in my spirit that oftentimes we would chase money. Oftentimes we would chase me, I got to make this money so I can just pay bills and keep groceries on the table and keep my children in summer camp and keep my kids at a decent level, while the whole time, ooh, I'm feeling this one, while the whole time our body is screaming. Our body is screaming, saying, yo, I need you to come take care of me. I need you to rest, because if you do not come take care of not just your body, but your mental, I'm going to give up. And today I was sitting here thinking, I was like, man, you know what? You know what? Maybe I don't need to take the full 30 days. And then this shows up. And this is a beautiful, look at her, y'all. A beautiful, gorgeous, black sister. And unfortunately, she passed. And the truth of the fact is, how many of us could this have been? Us, one of us. And this could have been me. This beautiful sister owned a beautiful restaurant, had that entrepreneur spirit we all celebrate, didn't like taking orders from nobody, built her own business, was planning location number 2 from what I understand, right? Working 7 days a week, because that's what we're told success look like. We told real entrepreneurs don't go to sleep. Real entrepreneurs only come up and get a breath and go right back below and get to work. And real entrepreneurs, we wake up at 5 o'clock every single morning. Real entrepreneurs, we grinding all the daggone time. Real entrepreneurs, we hustling, we busting. Real entrepreneurs, we're flying on private jets. We're making millions of dollars. But if you go back and you look at her posts, man, some of her posts, she was saying like, yo, I'm tired. And how many of us have mentally said this? Either we were physically tired or we were just mentally tired. And what did she do? Like a lot of us, we all keep pushing. I'll rest when I'm successful. I'll rest when I got $5,000 in the bank. I'll rest when my company is doing well. I'll rest when I'm a millionaire. Watch this. I'll rest when I'm debt free. I'll rest when the bills are caught up. I will rest when dot dot dot. I will rest when dot dot dot. She finally took 3 days off, posted it on Facebook. Quita needs rest. And this beautiful queen, this beautiful sister never woke up. And so now I'm sitting here looking at my life and I see myself in her story. How many of us are working one job, two jobs, multiple jobs right now? If you're working multiple jobs, put it in the chat section right now if you're watching. If you're working multiple jobs, if you got a 9 to 5 and then on the weekends you got another job, if you're working 2 or 3 jobs, put in the chat, that's me. How many of us are building side hustles while working full time? And then I want to ask you this question, and I really want you to be honest with me. How many of us are telling ourselves, I'll rest later? Will is working 2 jobs. D Love is working 2 jobs. Michelle is working two or 3 jobs. Mr. Spencer says, I feel overwhelmed. Catherine is saying, I'm working 2 jobs. Alex is saying, I'm working 2 jobs. Yeah. See, and this is the thing, and I say this proudly, and I believe that there is a positive and a negative to this. I've always said this about our community, people of color specifically. I've always said people of color, we are the most creative group of people and the physical, hardest working people in the world. And I believe that is a positive. But the problem within our community, especially within our black sisters, is that we carry everything. We're building generational wealth. We're breaking cycles. We're supporting families. We're the middle child. I got to take care of mama and daddy, and I got to take care of kids. I got to take care of my mom and dad, and I got to take care of my own kids. We're building a business, and we're trying to be everything for everybody. Don't be a boss and then also have to think about your employees and your team members. Don't be a boss and don't have a side business with team people that you got to pay and you going through something personally, but then also you're stressed about making more money just so you can pay your team so they family don't suffer. We carry everything within the black community for everybody. How many single mothers on here working a job, getting an extra job just so their kids can be in daycare, just so their kids can have extra stuff, just so their kids can have food on their table, a roof over their head, clothes on their back, maybe a little bit of extracurricular activities, and mama ain't investing into her future. She don't have a 401k. He's not investing. Hell, let's be honest, half of us brothers out here are treating these sisters like garbage and carrying everything. Everything. We're carrying everything on our shoulders. Don't talk about us good men who have evolved, matured, and we're trying to carry everything for our families, everything for our community. But I had to sit back and ask myself this morning, I was like, man, but at what cost? Y'all, I'm going on a staycation this year. And you know what? I'll be honest with you all. I almost did. I almost say, you know what? I'm just going to just take off a week and just chill and play a lot of golf, but I'm not going to rest. I'm not going to read. I'm not going to step away. I almost canceled because there's too much work to do. God gave me this amazing vision, and I love what I do. I love what I get to do. I love who I work with. I love my community, you all. But this story stopped me cold. Because what good is it building wealth? Hell, what good is it paying off all your debt if you're not alive to enjoy the financial freedom you busted your rear end for? What good is it for me to build this amazing business and I'm depressed half the time? I'm going through something all the time. What good is all of that Let's go back to the Bible. What good is it to gain the world but lose your soul? I believe that this beautiful queen, this beautiful sister, is in heaven. I think a lot of deep Christians, we tend to send people to hell. I don't know where she went. I don't know where he went, man. I'm just going to believe. And I believe that when I make it to heaven, which I pray is no time soon, that I'll meet this beautiful sister. Because y'all know I am a man of faith, and God didn't create us to run ourselves into the ground. Even he rested on the seventh day. But we bought into this lie that rest is lazy. That taking breaks means you're not serious about your goals and you're not serious about your visions. But the Bible says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you" what? Rest. That's not just spiritual rest, that's physical rest, that's mental rest, that is emotional rest. Our bodies are temples, and we're treating them like machines. I was today is my birthday, and man, I've been going hard, y'all. Like this is a small shirt. Before I was wearing a large about 2 months ago. This is a small shirt. I can flex right now. Y'all will see them guns, right? But I remember, if I'm being honest with you all, September 2nd, I'm recording a show with my trainer. And I am completely embarrassed to say this, but I will be completely embarrassed to reveal it, but I'm going to reveal it. I remember going to sleep one night and I could barely breathe. I thought I had to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital the next morning because I was laying on my stomach, y'all, and I just couldn't. Man, this is about 3 months ago, y'all. And I was like, man, I just can't. Like, doc, it's just hard for me to breathe, man. Like, I feel a sharp little pain right here at the top of my stomach and et cetera, et cetera. And I mean, man, I was making millions of dollars, but my body was horrible. Helping you all get out of debt and helping you all change your financial life. Staying up to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to go to school, to finish my schoolwork so I can become better for you all. So that way I can grow for my community. So I can help the average everyday person go from living paycheck to paycheck to having true financial freedom. I was doing all of that, making millions and helping millions of people and growing and evolving. And I was happy about that. And I allowed my personal health to slow completely down. And it was embarrassing for my doctor to say, "You are wealthy, but your body looks broke. You need to change your diet and you need to get back into the gym, son." He said, your body is saying, "Hey, we need to change. You are 41. You need to rest. You need to steward this temple better. You're stewarding, your head space, knowledge space good. You're stewarding your people good, but you're giving out more than what you're giving in." And this story is a wake-up call from heaven saying, slow down. Slow down. Now I know what some of you all are thinking, right? You're saying, "Well, Anthony, that's easy for you to say. You got money. I got bills." Listen, y'all, I get it. I still have bills. I have payroll that I gotta meet every single month. In the last 4 going on 5 years, I haven't missed one day. Not one day late on the payroll. Do you think I'm not stressed? And don't forget, y'all, I was that homeless guy. I was the guy sleeping in the back of my car in a Walmart parking lot when my parents thought I was at my girlfriend's house. When the whole time my girlfriend, me and her done broke up and she done went back to her ex-man and eventually married that guy. So I'm out there living this lie, trying to paint this image like everything was good. when everything wasn't good and I knew it wasn't good. I've been there. I've been to the ATM. Y'all remember back in the days, when we can go to the ATM. This is back in the days. I'm 41. This is 20 years ago. We can go to the ATM. We can put in an empty envelope. Tell the machine that we gave it $100, and then the next day, I can withdraw. Not next day. The very next minute, I can withdraw $100 when I didn't put nothing in there. I know what it feels like to write a check knowing I do not have cash inside of the bank, but I need the groceries to eat, so I'm gonna cut this check. I know what it feels like to go to the gas station and I only have $4, I think it was like $4.50 in my account. To authorize $1, put $40 inside the gas tank, knowing that it would take 3 business days for them to withdraw the $40. I get paid on Friday. This was on Thursday morning. Wednesday night. So what I would do, go to the gas station, fill up, because it only authorized $1. I would take the next $3, drive up the street to McDonald's, get me a 99-cent cheeseburger, a 99-cent fried, and 99-cent large sweet tea. I would come home, cut that burger in half. I would eat one half of it for dinner, then I eat the other half of it for lunch, and then I will fast, quote unquote, until the next day to get my paycheck. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to be living paycheck to paycheck when you're trying to build something from nothing. I don't know what it feels like to build something and live paycheck to paycheck with kids, but when you got kids depending on you, rest feels like a luxury you can't afford. But here's the truth, and I want to talk about this. You can't afford not to rest. Because if you work yourself to death, who's going to take care of those kids? Who's going to pay those bills for your kids and loved ones you left behind? Who's going to build that legacy that God gave you? We are so focused on the grind like this sister. We see this business, we see this opportunity in front of us, and heck, let's be honest, we see debt freedom in front of us that we forget. Unfortunately, once we're in the grave, we can't build wealth. People who pass don't raise children. And let's be honest here. I don't know this beautiful sister's situation, but 87% of us who pass don't leave a legacy. And I don't know about you all. I don't want that. 41 today. I posted on my Instagram and I told Instagram, man, I was like, man, when I turned, I want to say 40 when I turned 40, but really when I turned about 38, my whole perspective on life changed. I want to give you some things that redefine success for me that I've been focusing on, that I believe that as you're paying off debt, that as you're building wealth, that as you're starting that business, what I'm saying, that stuff is not a negative. But let's redefine what success looks like. Have to. Because just like Quita, I believe a lot of us are chasing things like her. She's black, she was beautiful, she can cook her behind off. But when is the last time you've been to the doctor to have your blood work checked, fam? When is the last time you've been to the gym? When is the last time you sat down with a nutritionist and said, hey, listen, I want to enjoy, I want to eat cake here and there, but how do I fuel my body? Like in this season of my life, I've learned I don't eat for the food to taste good. I'm eating to fuel my body, to fuel this body. And when I got that understanding, that 80% of what you intake needs to be fueling this body that God gave you. 20% can taste good. You want to get your little cocktail, you want to get you some wine, you want to get you some cake. Okay, cool. But don't do it the other way around. Don't do 90% good and then 90% bad and then 10% good. You're not fueling your body. When is the last time you've been to the dentist? Did you know that by not going to the dentist, that actually impacts your heart? So I want to give you all some things that has helped me redefine what success looks like that these entrepreneur gurus are not going to tell you. I don't sleep. I'm asleep when my money is making me millions. Man, forget that crap, bruh. I'm getting about 4:30 every single morning. Go on ahead, bro. I'm gonna rest my body. Half of these entrepreneurs have even gone through therapy. Half of you all right now, you're a single mother, you working two jobs, you got a job, you got a business, and you're a good woman. Brothers, you're a good man. But you're so focused on surviving that you're not taking care of your mental. I want to give you this. I'm gonna give you this. I need y'all to write this down. Someone write this down in the chat. Someone write this down in the chat. Here's the very first thing that I had to put in place for my 38-year-old self that I'm incorporating within my 40s. Here's the very first thing that we're going to redefine success. The very first thing is you got to set boundaries. Someone put that in the chat for me. Set boundaries. When I say set boundaries, your business and or your job should serve your life, not consume it. Let me say it one more time. Your business. We're going to put boundaries around your job, boundaries around your business. Your job and your business should serve your life, not consume your life. Because what happens is when your job consumes your life, it distracts you from, watch this. Who said it in here? Nike, Omoni Nike. You're right. You're right. We did hear that she had diabetes. Here's my point to this, right? No matter what the issue is, if we set boundaries and say, you know what, hey, I'm not going to overwork myself. What happens is it opens up opportunities and time for you to take care of yourself, for you to take care of your children. Watch this. Your kids should be so used to going to the doctor that they like going to the doctor. But if your kids don't see you going to the doctor, well, why I'm going to the doctor, mom? Nah, man. If I'm blessed to have kids, my kids are going to the doctor once a quarter. They're going to see a doctor, therapist, physical, dentist, skin. I want to get them so used to, your body is a temple. Your mind is your temple. You got to steward this the same way you're going to steward your job. One of the things that I made so from the very day one, my team would tell you. Y'all can ask my team. I don't cap about this. I ain't lying about this. But one of the things I told my team, I don't want to consume your life. I don't want this job that because they are W-2 employees, right? I don't want you working with me to stop you from being a father, a mother, a husband, or a wife. I want this to help you. I want this to serve you. So you know what? As a matter of fact, we ain't working on Fridays. Go pick up your kids on Friday. You know what? I'm not calling you on the weekend unless it's an extreme emergency. As a matter of fact, I'm even going to pay for therapy. You to go to therapy once a month with my friends over at BetterHelp. As a matter of fact, I'm going to open up a 401k and I'm going to match the money because I want to help you bring in legacy for your children. I want to help you set boundaries around me. They're off for the next 2 weeks. I'm running this from home. Take the time off, paid for. You know what? Thanksgiving come, take off the whole week, paid for. Christmas is coming, take off the last 2 weeks, paid for. And as a matter of fact, throughout the year, you got another 14 days. You can say, hey, yo, can we take some time off? We gotta set boundaries because your job and or business should serve your life, not consume it. Here's number two. Someone write this down for me, please. Someone write this down. You gotta schedule some time to rest. You gotta schedule some time to rest. Put it on the calendar like any other important meeting. Schedule time to rest. I was sitting out with my coach And I was like, bro, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm gonna do 2 a day every day. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. He was like, no, 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 no. Anthony, resting your body is just as important as hitting those weights. Resting your body is just as important as hitting those weights. Today's my birthday. He called me this morning and said, hey, bro, rest today. It's your birthday. I said, hey, coach, I don't want to lose no gains, bro. Like I'm slimming down. I'm liking the way my body is turning out. My chest is coming in, stomach is flat. Boy, these guns is coming in. I'm like, bro, I don't want. He said, you're not gonna miss out on any gains. You had a cocktail last night at your birthday dinner with your friends. Rest your body. I need you to hydrate. I need you to put water in your body today. I need you to eat good. When you eat tonight, boom, I got you. Schedule rest. Anthony, get 8 hours of sleep. My coach gets up every day at 4, I think 3:30 a.m. because he starts coaching at 4. My man's in the bed by 7 p.m. I was like, wait, what? It was like, yeah, I'm not going to be effective the next day if I don't rest my body as much as I work out. No, I put a good hour in the gym every single day on my body. I need to let it sit down for 8 hours. Yo, we put in a good, 10, 12 months of work. Yo, your body needs to sit down and rest for a week, 2 weeks. Y'all don't, here's, oof. Oh my gosh, I gotta get up out of here. Here's the problem that we have, y'all. Here's the problem that we have. How many of you all, oh my gosh, I'm not judging. I'm not judging when I say this, but how many of us we have exchanged our PTO for money rather than actually time off? We've cashed in the PTO to pay bills rather than cashing it in to specifically take time to rest. No, that's not good. I get it. You're ready to pay off your debt. I get it. You're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I get it. You got bills to pay. I get it. But this right here, your body and your mind is the most important thing. It's the most important thing, which leads me to what's this number 3? Y'all write this down. Listen to your body. When it whispers, I am tired, please do not wait for it to scream, I am tired. When your body is whispering, hey Jordan, hey Juanita, hey Monique, I'm tired. Can we rest? Hey Erica, can we rest? Hey D Love, can can we rest? Hey Anthony, can we rest? We tend to avoid when our body tells us to rest. And what happens? I'm guilty of it. Our body screams. Yo, I told you last month. Yo, I told you last year. We need to rest. And it screams at us. Since you don't want to rest, I'm going to make you sleep. And I may let you wake up. Good God Almighty. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. What's this number 4? What's this number 4? This is number 3 or 4? I got some more. I'm gonna give you some more that I'm really working on. Here's another one. Write this one down. Remember your why. Remember your why. And this is something that I had to remind myself this morning on my birthday. I said, man, remember, Anthony, you're building wealth to live better, not die faster. I need y'all to put that in there. I need y'all to put that in there. You are building wealth. Watch this. A lot of you all are getting out of debt, starting a process of investing to build wealth so that you can live better, not die faster. And the more strain that we put on our mental, our bodies, and we're not taking care of this temple, we're dying faster. The more junk we're putting inside of our bodies, the more mess we're putting inside of our bodies, the less we're taking care of our bodies, the faster we are going to die. Now, I'm not saying y'all quit your jobs. No, I'm not saying that. Here's what I'm saying. There has to be priorities. You have to know your body. I've learned my body. I know right around July, I start feeling it from January. I start feeling, I'm like, whoa, watch this. Not even just physically, I feel it mentally. I'm human. I see things on the ground like, dang, man, how come? Like, come on, God, like, ah. So I unplug. I'm like, yeah, no, let me step back because the last thing I want to do is start comparing myself to another Negro out there when I don't know the hell that they may be going through. I don't know at what cost are they experiencing just to have what they have, and I don't want to pray, God, I wish I had that because some of the prayers, oh, they got the car, they got the house, they got the man, they got the woman, they got the fame, they got this job, they got this, they got out of debt. They like you don't know the cost. Y'all don't know the cost that I go through. And I have to constantly remind myself, bro, I started this journey for myself, not to have a million on YouTube, not to have this great platform. I started this debt-free journey and wealth building situation so that I can have a better life. Because I didn't want to grow up and raise my family and have a family the way that me and my family grew up. Hell no. No. And so because God allowed me to go through this life and experience this stuff, I took my 10% edge that Amy Porterfield talks about, and I brought it here to this world. And I said, yo, this is what we can do. But oftentimes, we're building wealth to have a shorter life. We're building wealth and we have a shorter life. And I don't know what this was in my spirit, man. I'm not gonna say this is God. This is just in my gut. Like Anthony, what would you rather have? $10 million a year and live until you are 55, 60, or 4 million or $3 million a year and live until you 90, 100. Give me the 3 million, please. Let me be real with you. Give me a million. Give me a half a million. Long as I have love, as long as I have a community, as long as I have financial freedom, man, I'm not chasing millions. I'm not chasing fame to die quicker. Listen, I need y'all to pray about your pace. I need you to step back and just honestly talk to God about what are you going through and what are you experiencing? Because God will show you when to work and when to rest. I am challenging every one of you all watching this right now, whether this is live or on a replay or listening to this on podcast. When is the last time you took a real break? Y'all, can I be honest? Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you? Some of my friends, I've been on vacations with friends before, and we'll be out there, let's say for a whole week, and all the ladies will plan everything from sun up to sundown. I remember one vacation I went on with them. It was the last one I ever went on with them because I came back from my vacation, coming back into work, needing a vacation from my vacation, needed rest from the vacation. So when I'm saying, when is the last time you took a real break? I'm not talking about when is the last time you went to the beach and you did something from sun up to sun up for 3, 4 days. You had fun. You didn't give your brain and your body rest. I'm not talking about scrolling on your phone. You just laid in your bed for 2, 3 hours or for 15, 20 minutes and you scrolled on your phone. Not resting while you're planning your next move. I'm talking about real rest. You got off of social media. You read a book. You laid down. Maybe you did go to the beach and maybe you were there with your spouse or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your family, your children, and you didn't do no work. You didn't do no intellectually like in-depth reading. You just enjoyed the sound of the water. You just enjoyed the sound of the Holy Spirit. You just sat there and said, God, talk to me. Because I'm in a place where I am at peace. I am at a place where I am silent to where I can hear you. When is the last time? This summer, I want to challenge you to take 3 days, just three, where you don't check emails, you don't work on your side hustle, you don't stress about money, you just rest your body, rest your mind, and rest your spirit. Because this story by this beautiful sister, Miss Cole, reminds us tomorrow is not promised. And all the money in the world can't buy you another heartbeat. It cannot buy you another heartbeat. I don't care how much debt you pay off. I don't care how much money you put in the stock market. If you don't take time to rest your mind, your body, your spirit. One of my friends was talking to me and it was like, man, one of my good friends, Torrey Roberts, man, he'll go on a break every 2, 3 months. Like every other month, he's on a 3, 4 day break. And I'm like, whoa, but I get it. I get it. Because all of us, what we'll tend to do is we'll tend to rush. Like, oh my God, if I take a break, oh my God, I may slow down. Oh my God, they may catch up to me. Oh my God, they may make more money than me. Or, oh my God, if I take a break, they may, slide in there and take my position at job. Or if I take a break, I could fall behind. Or if I take a break, like I was scared this morning when my coach told me to, hey, yo, rest. I was like, yo, bro, no. September 2nd, I'm taking a picture of my body. I can't afford the rest. He said, no, actually, resting is going to help your body even more. And Anthony, you don't understand the body. You had a cocktail last night. You ate. I ate probably 80% clean. I had protein. I had a ribeye, good protein. I had what I had. I had asparagus, but then we had corn, which was a starch, and then we had some churros, which that was just all sugar, right? And so he was like, so between the cocktail and those churros, he was like, bro, I need you to rest your body, let it flush out of your system, drink a lot of water, right? When you go to play golf, you're going to burn some calories there. Don't go too hard, but enjoy the day. Rest your body. And I promise you, you're not going to skip out on games. But we think because we skip out on 1 day, 2 days, 3 days of XYZ that we're going to fall behind and we may not get it. When in all actuality, it honestly helps. So y'all, I know this is probably a little bit too late because this is about a 3-day story. But if you all can do me a favor, because I believe in honoring the ones who passed. You may not have known this beautiful sister, but if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the replay, if you could do me a favor, if you can just type in the chat, rest in peace. Rest in peace to this beautiful sister, Miss Cole. Because I believe that her story is going to be saving some lives, and including mine. Rest in peace. Y'all, I'm starting my staycation because oftentimes I every single year I go on a vacation. And every single year, thank you all for putting rest in peace in the chat. Thank you. I was talking with one, one of my friends, two of my friends actually, my boy and his fiance. And she was like, yo, Ayo, you always going somewhere. I said, you're right. Like, I'm always going out of the country. I'm always doing something. She said, man, you've built a beautiful home. And I said, you're right. So for my vacation this year, I'm doing a staycation. On my vacation, staycation this summer, I'm actually flying in my nephews, and I'm gonna spend some time being an uncle. I called my sister and my brother-in-law, and I said, hey man, every summer I want to bring up my nephews and my niece. My two youngest nephew and niece, and my other nephew Elijah, they can't come because they're a little bit too young. I'm gonna get them when they understand. Yes, no, go to bed. And when they could do things on their own, right? And so my two oldest, Theo and Uriah, man, they could jump in the pool by themselves. They love Raven. They're good. I think what Theo's like turning 12 and Uriah is like almost 10, like 10, 11. So these are young men. But man, family is important to me. And I want to be a better uncle. I don't live in California. I don't get to see them every day. So I'm going to rest and be an uncle. I'm going to rest and go to a 3-day silent retreat to where I can't talk, I can't watch TV, I can't consume anything but listen to my thoughts in my mind. And then also during this time, I'm going to think about the future of my business and the future of what we're building here. I'm not going to be taking business phone calls. I'm not going to be checking emails. Heck, probably won't hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube because I'm not going to be doing as much. We're still going to be posting videos because I don't believe in stopping what I love to do. But what I'm doing in between videos, I'm resting. And I can say this, I'm resting because I deserve it. There's nothing about me lazy. There's nothing about you lazy. You're paying bills. You're getting out of debt. You're investing. You're working two or three jobs. Listen, fam, you also deserve it. Listen, I'm gonna get up out of here. All right. I just wanted to bring this up and talk about this beautiful, beautiful lady that unfortunately passed. Do me a favor, man. Close to about 30% of you all who are watching right now are not subscribed to this channel. And man, we are a channel that's focused on helping you build wealth, helping you get out of debt for the everyday person. So if you can, do me a favor. If you can, hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's conversation. And if you're new to this community, if you're new to this channel, if you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and be a part of this family. Leave me a comment below. I want to ask one question. What is one thing you're going to prioritize this summer? What is one thing? And if this message spoke to you, can you do me a favor? Can you share it with someone who needs to hear it? Remember, your life is worth more than your hustle. I want you to take care of yourselves. I genuinely do mean that. I genuinely do mean that. We have to rest. We have to take care of our bodies and our minds and our spirits and our souls. So y'all, I love you. Do me a favor if you can. Please hit that thumbs up. If you're not a part of this community, please subscribe. Y'all, when I get back into full swing of things in August, man, listen, I have something major coming out in October that I know is going to impact this community. And everyone who is subscribed and a part of this E3 community, you're going to love this. It's a game changer for all of us. Yeah, I gotta go. It's 12:43. I got somewhere to be. I'll see y'all on the next show. Love you. God bless.